We here today because Jessica's drinking is disgusting to me. It's out of control, and it's plain right. It's just
too much.
It's not attractive, and it's too much, and I'm done with it. A story that I got is one time we went out. I had a separate occasion where I went with my friends, went out and had some drinks or whatever. She went out with her friends, went out and had some drinks, went out to the club. I came back, had my night, laid down on the couch, and then I was woken up by my brother calling one of her family members that was staying with me. I get that phone call. I immediately get up because he's telling me I gotta go to the club. I gotta go get her. I get up, I go get her. I take some people that was with me, some family members that was in the house because they were too young to stay alone. So I went to the club. There was some construction and stuff going on. So it took me a while to get over there. Once I got to her, she was in the street, belligerent. There was a crowd of guys over here, a crowd of girls over here. She's in the middle of it, yelling and cussing and screaming. So I immediately hop out the car, go to get her. She's pushing, screaming at me, telling me this, that. They ain't gonna fight who, fight who. I pick her up because she won't listen, grab her friends, and I'm just like, get in the car. Once I get in the car, she's kicking my doors, kicking my windows, cussing me out, cussing the people out in the car. My brother, who just recently got into a car accident, had broke his ankle. He ended up coming to the destination to kind of help me resolve everything.
Right.
And I see out the corner of my eye that he's in another altercation. I'm not gonna let him get into a fight because it was his first night out after having a broken leg.
Right.
So I immediately pull up over there. I hop out the car. I'm still a little intoxicated myself. Probably shouldn't have drove, but how else am I supposed to help her? And
It was
get
just
her
a hot
home
mess,
safely?
yeah.
It was a hot mess, and yeah, it was out of control. So I hop out the car, bunch of people talking about gang this, gang that. I tell them, you ain't this, you ain't that. And like I said, I'm still intoxicated, so I'm not seeing what's right and what's
also a
wrong.
hothead.
That could have went south. I could have got a DUI. I could have been, you know what I'm saying, arrested or what, the whole nine. So whatever, that ends, we get home. She went upstairs, I lay back down. Moments later, I hear trickling. And I'm like, I got fish tanks, so I'm thinking maybe it's the water in the tank or whatever. I look up, it's water coming from the recessed ceiling, lighting, it's water coming from the ceiling fan, it's a strip going down. So I'm like, what the, we flooding the house. So I run upstairs. Mind you, we have a shower in our master. It's not a bathtub. She's laid in there, passed out. There's this much water that is allowed to, you know what I'm saying? Flow
Overflow,
through the
right.
shower. And there's glass doors. The water is at the glass doors, just oozing out of the shower. She flooded the whole bathroom. She's not responding to me, trying to hit her in the face, pushing her. I literally had to physically grab her, shake her, and say, look at what you're doing.
Incident. That night, I couldn't walk, I couldn't speak. I got roofied that night. That was on a whole nother level.
Let me ask you something. When you get roofied, ain't that supposed to knock you out? Or make you drowsy?
I'm not a chemist, and you can ambulate for a while, you know, and you don't know how much she had, how much she needed, or whatever. So you cannot prove having been roofied, you know, by conduct alone. But my understanding is, based upon what you have in here, you said she almost drowned in the bathtub at least 8 times.
Probably been more than 8.
Does he have to get you out of the bathtub routinely?
Physically every time.
For some reason, when I come home from the bar or club or whatever the case, I like to take a shower when I come home just because I know it's not safe, but it tones me down. Like I feel like I sober up and then I feel better and I don't wake up with a hangover.
But she's...
Yeah, but you missed the part that was important. He had to rescue you 8 times from the shower because you looked like you were going to drown.
He had to tell me to get out the shower, yes.
No, it ain't.
Well, you don't need to be drinking. To be honest with you, bro, you really don't need to be drinking. You really don't. Or not like that. That don't need to happen. That's not good.
Tell is physically take her out. If I don't take her out, I'll be seconds before the water is at her mouth and at her nose and she's literally drowning. I'm not exaggerating nothing.
Do you have a drinking problem, Ms. Lopez?
I definitely feel like I don't know my limit.
I wish I was exaggerating.
Yes, I started drinking at a very, very young age, and I feel like I just don't, I didn't know how to drink responsibly, and I don't know my limit. So yes.
How often do you get drunk?
Probably at least twice a week, every weekend.
Have you ever done anything to address that problem? If you don't know your limit and you're in situations where he has to continually save you from yourself.
Yes, can I tell you
Aren't you concerned?
Can I say one thing? So
Sure.
like recently, a month ago, we went on a whole family vacation with my whole entire family.
Right.
He knows at that point, me and him weren't even on talking terms. It's been really rough between us, and we weren't even speaking for like 2 weeks prior to that. We go on this whole family vacation with my entire family, my mom, sister, sibling, everybody. He decides one day that we went to the grocery store, he decides we should get a bottle. Okay, so let's get a bottle. He already doesn't like that I drink. He says it's disgusting. He hates the way I act when I'm drunk. So they all get drunk, faded. They're all playing all these drinking games. And I decided I already knew that I was gonna pop off because we weren't even on speaking terms. He wanted me to start drinking. I decided I'm gonna take myself out of that situation, and I ended up just going downstairs, went to bed for the night. Well, the next morning, I ended up confronting him. I'm like, are we gonna talk about things, or is it just gonna be awkward like this? The whole time on vacation, he was on his social media, on his phone, all cheesy, this and that, probably talking to some girl like he always is.
You always think that.
And so he was like, well, why do you think I bought that bottle last night? To break the ice.
Well, my thing.
So it's like, so you
I
don't
should
like
be
that I
able-
do it, but then you want me to do it. Like,
Because
I
my
don't.
thing is, I should be able to drink and have a drink with my woman without her getting drunk, belligerent,
That's
calling me
what-
out my
right.
name.
You know she can't do
that
it,
wasn't
though.
the right situation either with my family. He wanted me to act a fool in front of my whole family so he could look like the good person.
Well, I am the.
Okay, Mr. Russell, your brother is here, and I would like to talk to him so I can get another point of view on your relationship. So if you could bring Shaw.
Man, I don't know about all that, but for her, I can appreciate that, bro. She kept it 100. She ain't lie. I believe it that she get drunk 2 times out the week. It might be every Tuesday and Thursday. Who knows? And every weekend. I believe that, bro. And what else she said about the whole situation when the family was there and she knew she was going to pop up, so she didn't drink. I believe on that, bro. My thing with the situation is you can't have it both ways. If you know that the drinking not good for her, you got to let her put that bottle down. But after she do it, don't double back and, I don't know, make her feel bad about it or whatever. Like, nah, bro, like, don't do that. Because look at it, shit. You asked her to chill out and she chilled out.
So this is your brother?
This is.
Okay. Tell me what you see when you see this relationship. What she's doing wrong, what he's doing wrong.
To be honest, I see a raging alcoholic. In the past, there was an incident where we had a gathering at my brother's house. I was the designated driver. I was responsible for taking her, another one of her friends, as well as my wife, out to a nightclub just to have a good time. They were drinking prior. Little did I know, in the car the entire time, her water bottle was full of vodka. So the entire time that we're driving, or that I'm driving to the nightclub, she's drinking. We get there.
When was this?
She's barely.
Hang on, I'll let you respond. Let him finish.
She's barely able to get out of the car. I basically ask her, are you good? We make it in. Long story short, we get kicked out because she's belligerently drunk. Can't stand, on the ground. I get the car, pull it around. As I pull up to the nightclub, she's literally fighting me to get back into the club. And I'm explaining to her, we got kicked out because you're too drunk. So we make it into the car. I'm barely a mile down the road, and she's hitting me from the back seat of my car, punching me in the back of the head, screaming, yelling at me, calling me out my name.
Yeah, but
telling
they
me
also
that,
don't.
Stop.
telling me that she wants to go back. And I turn around and I tell her that we got kicked out, we cannot go back. She punches me right in the eye and busts my eye open. So I pull over into, it's like a mechanic shop. There's a young lady on her break, looks like, who works at the McDonald's, it's right there. I get out of the car, me and my wife, and I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I lock her in. She then gets on her back, starts trying to bust out my windows to get out of the car. So I let her out. She gets out like a raging bull and is chasing me around my car, trying to attack me. So eventually, like, we're able to kind of control the situation. The police get called by whoever the lady is.
Man, hold up. You said that she clocked you in your eye and your wife. Yo, your wife ain't jump in? Your wife ain't get your back? What's up with that?
The police come out, they see that I've been assaulted, and they address her. At some point, she assaults the police officer, and they let me know that whether I decide to press charges or not, she's gonna go to jail.
Okay. Is that the end of the story? I don't know. I don't want to cut you off too soon.
Oh, well, I mean,
He
as
also
far
didn't
as
state that he punched me in the face.
Okay. Did it happen? Did
Yes, it
basically
happened.
some
Yes, it
circumstance
happened.
like that
Yes.
happen?
Yes.
Do you believe that you were intoxicated to the point that you were unable to control your behavior?
Yes, and I probably was barely 21 at that point, so it was even worse at that point, yes.
Well, you're only 25 now.
Right.
Do you have a drinking problem?
I don't know my limit, so yes. I drink, and then next thing you know,
Yeah.
stories
That's
like
not
that.
knowing your limit. That's not having control over your ability to consume. Okay? And when you don't have the control over your ability to consume, that is a huge drinking problem, even if you only do it twice a week, which is a lot. But if you do not have the ability to control the alcohol's in control of you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Sean, thank you so much. You can have a seat right there behind you. Money 101. You don't spend everything you have every month, because next month something's going to happen that you don't expect. And there are a lot of things that we, as a society, spend money on that we don't need to every month or sometimes or for fun, because we work hard and I deserve it. What you deserve is some cushion in the bank in case somebody loses a job, somebody gets sick, your daughter or son, I don't know what your child needs braces or needs to go to base. There's money that you can't spend everything you have. And you can't say, I can spend everything I have because I know she's responsible enough to bring up arrears. But I know you don't say that specifically, but you have said facts to me about your economic situation. And I'm trying to tell you how to run your money. You know what I'm saying? Run your money. Don't let your money run you. Ms. Lopez, you want $1,683 for eviction costs that you say you incurred as a function of his failures. Please explain that to me.
Because I don't know what you're
So about 4 years into our relationship, he ended up proposing to me. He made it a huge deal. He got our family involved. We had like 20, 30 people there. Just a huge, big deal. 3 months, fast forward 3 months, he ends up telling me we need to separate because we're toxic for each other. It came out of nowhere. I knew something was up. He didn't want me. I ended up leaving. So that day, packed my stuff, mine and my sons, and moved back home to my parents' house. 3 days after that, I end up needing a babysitter because I had to go to work. I went back to go see if he was home. I knew he'd be home. It was his day off. I walk into the house. He already has a girl laid up on my couch within 3 days. I ended up losing it. He defends her, and he's like, no, she ain't going nowhere, and I'll leave this apartment the way it is. I don't give a. This is in your name. I don't care. So he did.
Say none of that.
Did you bounce leaving her holding the bag on the rent?
To be honest with you, this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Right.
So how
You have anything
how
to
you
show
expect
me?
to,
Yeah. I have the
And
document
you
right
seeing
here.
it, but it's the first time I'm seeing it.
I'm gonna let you see it.
Don't make no sense. You gonna bring something up here, but you ain't tell nobody about it at home?
You knew about it.
I didn't know about this.
You did.
Oh, some weird-
You didn't know about it last week, but you knew about this
I didn't know about it last week, so how I know about it?
because this was in the past. You knew how you left the apartment, and you specifically told me you don't care because it's in my name.
I didn't say none of that.
Okay, can I have that back, Mr. Russell? I'm not going to award her that money. There's a thing called the doctrine of latches. You can't just incur a loss and then wait for 4 years to get it
That's a
back
long
when you're not
time.
getting along anymore. So you're not going to get that money. But
And I know I'm not
But
just-
you are going to get some advice.
My thing is-
Oh, hey! Your time to speak is over. Now it's all me. Y'all need to do better. You have a child between the two of you. You can't have a conversation. You're not safe alone because when you get drunk, you do things that are so out of pocket it could kill you, somebody else, or leave your child unattended. This man has had to get up, get it together, take his kids in the car, and go get you when something bad happens. You need to get your drinking under control.
Right.
Mr. Russell, support her in that. If y'all can't get along, that's fine. Oh, I think you're a guy that's always going to love his son. Always going to take care of him. But what you need to remember is this. Your son is only as stable as the mother that holds him. So you gotta be cool, calm, and collected. I applaud your efforts to get your woman. I really, really do. but that drinking and driving kills thousands of people every year. You gotta find another way to do it. There's ride sharing, there's all kinds of things to do, but no liquor and driving. Best of luck to both of you. Level up. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Man, listen, and I'm not sorry for it. They cool. They seem like they cool, bro. But at the end of the day, that's a big deal. That's a big issue. You getting pissy drunk, blacked out to the point where though you passed out in the tub and he gotta wake you up or you could die. That's a problem. And if you're doing it twice a week and every weekend, that's what? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's 6. No, that's 3. 3 and 3 is 6. So that's, no, yeah, hold on. Y'all don't, stop tripping. Y'all be tripping. So that's 6 plus 4, that's 10. That's about 10, 11 days out the month you getting crashed. So that's 100 and something days out, bro. That's a lot. And you taking care of the, see, this is where I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. But on a real note, this is damn, I can't get that shit. This is I ain't gonna lie to y'all, as real as 106 right now. Look. 107 in the morning, bro. We out here trying to get it. But yeah, this is with the judge, what she said to him about being, oh, you need to be a father, you need to be there to make sure that she's was he not? If it wasn't for him, man, I don't like it. I don't like it because it seemed to me like a lot of the times the females want the man to play captain, save everybody. You got to save me. You got to save the baby, but don't save yourself. No, I'm firm and I'm adamant about that. You got to take care of yourself first, bro. If you're not taking care of yourself, you can't do anything for neither one of them. You can't do nothing for neither one of them. Now that don't mean go overboard and be selfish and act like a tyrant. I'm not saying that, but at the end of the day, bro, you definitely gotta take care of yourself, bro, because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. If you're a man, especially if you're a black man, bro, ain't nobody gonna do that for you. Ain't nobody gonna say, oh, damn, undefeated, you've been walking like this for the past couple of days, you might need to get your spine. What's them little videos y'all probably watching, them little chiropractic videos, and they get the notch out your back? Yeah, it could be something like that going on, bro. But ain't nobody gonna tell you that. They're gonna be like, damn, well, undefeated, we see you look undefeated on the screen. That's how it's gonna be. Yo, you gotta take care of yourself. And it's not just for the men, it's for the women too. She need to take care of herself. She need to take care of herself as well. If she gonna be the primary person. Now, granted, we hope and we pray that it's a joint effort. I know for a fact that it works best when it's a joint effort. But in the event that it isn't, and she's the primary person that's with that baby, if she go out one night get drunk, bro, waking up, I don't know, the baby was not, well, that's not a baby, but the child was 9 years old, and then you wake up and you see your mommy in the tub, passed out, slumped, like, nah, bro. But I will give her this. I will say that she honest about it, and she get it. She know that it's a problem. She understand that it's a problem, and I can respect her for that. You can respect that, because a lot of people be like, nah, I ain't got no problem with that. I'm good. I got it. Excuse me. Whole time it's an issue. And it's affecting your life. I feel like when it start affecting your life, when whatever vice or habit you got where it start affecting your life, where you can't function or it's what am I trying to say? Throwing off, and it's like throwing off your basic life functions as far as taking a shower, as far as being able to make a meal, as far as being able to drive, even on his part, bro. If the situation, well, that's tough. I send her Uber Black or whatever the case may be, but I don't rock with that drunk driving shit. If y'all know, y'all been on this channel, y'all done seen the y'all have seen the DUI videos and everything. And if you ain't, y'all go check out the content, man. It's dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't lied to you so far. Gotta keep it 100, but yeah, hopefully they work it out though, bro. Cause I I know for a fact that it works best when you have both parents. They don't seem like they bad. They don't seem like, they got no tension to the point where like they can't come back from it. Might need to work on talking or something. Maybe they can go to couples therapy, counseling or something or whatever. I don't know. It's 1 o'clock. GTG the family is love, and I'm out.